Hello everyone. It is like 12:30 in the morning. It is no longer Wednesday. I guess it's Thursday, September 8th. I can't even keep track of the days anymore. Anyways, I am in the city at the moment. I had my first day of work today for back to school. And it went pretty well, but of course my mind is elsewhere because there's 2 days until the wedding. And Scott went back up north today. Excuse me, let me backtrack a little. Over the long weekend, here up at the cottage, we powered through a whole bunch of stuff that had to get done. Shout outs to friends and siblings who helped. And we stayed till Tuesday because I didn't have to go to work until today. And on Tuesday when we drove back home, Scott and I drove separately because I had gone up separately with him on Friday because he was not supposed to come back down until after the wedding. But we jammed our cars full of stuff on Friday and realized there were still a few more things. When I show you, you might say more than a few. And I'm also bringing my dad up with me tomorrow. So tomorrow, later today, Thursday, I'm going to work. Honestly, don't know how I'm functioning with it, to be honest. And as soon as, excuse me, as soon as the bell goes at the end of the day for dismissal, I wanted to have more signs. And it just didn't work out, and I had a couple friends last minute be like, don't sweat the small stuff, it's things that people aren't going to notice. And to be honest, I don't think anyone's going to notice but me, so it's one of those things I'm like, oh, it would have been nice. I'm just too bloody tired, can't do it. So I'm gonna come home, grab those from her. I have to pick up my bouquet. We're gonna hope that I can get it tomorrow. I'm working with a friend of mine from high school who's just kind of started a floral side business. So she's gonna bust her butt to see if she can actually get it to me tomorrow because we had to change our plans because a few other things changed and just didn't work out, but I wanted a bouquet from her. So we're gonna hope that I can get it from her tomorrow before 5. If not, my friend Vicky's gonna come in clutch because she's like the only person we have left coming from like this city, and she was gonna meet my friend Tiffany and pick it up. And then I also have to pick up my double bundt cake tomorrow, but I didn't have to order in advance because it's a bundt cake company. So I didn't have to call in advance, but I meant to, but I didn't. And then by the time I realized today, it was past, like they were closed, so I was stressing a little bit about it. You tell I'm tired, like now that I'm sitting down, I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna call first thing tomorrow morning as soon as they open because I have a prep first period, and I'm gonna be like, can you get this cake done for 4 o'clock? And if they say yes, hallelujah, I'll pick it up. If they say no, Vicky's gonna pick it up for me on the way up to the cottage. So she's a champ. I already told her, I'm like, is this a jackass thing to ask? And she was like, absolutely not. I'm like, you're amazing. So I now know that I will have a cake and a bouquet regardless of whether I have them tomorrow in hand. And then I'm gonna scoop my daddy up and we're gonna drive up north. I have no idea when my mom's arriving. To be honest, I'm still not 100% positive that she's gonna be at the wedding. Obviously I want her to be, but until she shows up, it's one of those things that I'm just gonna have to see. But I'm gonna show you all of the last minute panic packing. That is what I'm calling this. It is the panic packing wedding vlog. I got a lot of stuff, and do I need it all? Who knows? It's all blown out. That's got clothes in it. It's got veils. It's got an easel, a hat. The bag back here has some candlelight tea light holders that might potentially be on the head table. This other bag has fake florals. It's got a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff. It's got my ring box. It's got a candle. It's got slippers. It's got a whole bunch of things. Then, Oh, is that? Oh, there we go. All right, so you saw those. This bag now has an absolute catastrophic amount of makeup because I have an idea of the look, and then I was like, oh, well, what if I want to do something a little more neutral? And the palettes I picked up have some more like neutrally brown stuff, but they also have a few more burgundies. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just add that into the mix. But instead of having like 4 different makeup bags and like brush containers, I just put them all in a big bag because I don't want to handle that. I am bringing up a gallery wall box because I might print pictures of Scott and I from when we were little to display. Like, is that gonna really happen? I doubt it, but whatever. That is a thank you card on top that is from Vicky's wedding for our friend Jeff and Carly, because Scott forgot to give it to him. I got a lighter. I've got hair stuff in the black bag. It's got my Conair styler and my waver in case I decide to do that. The acrylic was supposed to be a sign, and unfortunately it's no longer going to be a sign, but that's life, and we will keep calm and carry on. And then I've got some cardstock in burgundy and green as overflow, just in case things that I already have up north fall through. And then my work bag. And I desperately need to have a shower tonight, and I'm definitely not going to be able to wake up in the morning now. We will see. It might be 2 days of ballerina bun. And you know what? At this point, that's a-okay. That's okay by me. It is what it is. I think it's time that I go to bed because I'm gonna blink and I have to be up. So, fingers crossed I've got everything because I have to come pick my dad up tomorrow. If I do think of something while I'm at work, I can swing back home, especially since I now might have to wait a little bit longer to leave. I was hoping to like scoop my dad by like 4:30, but looks like it'll be like 5-ish, which again, if it means I have a bouquet, I'm not gonna complain. But that gives me a little bit of a reprieve in case I panic while I'm at work and I'm like, oh, that thing. But like our rings are already up there, my dress, his suit, marriage license. So like the real important stuff is already up north. My caterers, I haven't heard back from my DJ, and I actually fear that I do not have a DJ anymore. So we'll see how that goes. I am a little bit worried. I'm actually a little bit more than a little bit worried, but we had a plan. Honestly, I might pack the minis anyways, now that I think about it, just in case, because I will make things work if push comes to shove. So I gotta go to bed now. I gotta go to bed. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. I made it. I made it. Yeah, Scott's doing this. It is now Friday morning. It is rehearsal, dinner day, all that jazz. I'm about to be blinded by the light. I got up last night with my dad. After work, I went and picked up our wedding bundt cake. They got it ready in time, which was amazing. Picked up my dad, shoved my car full of even more things after that little panic packing episode the night before. So we came up, had some dinner, like everyone else had already eaten, but we had some dinner. And honestly, I was knackered. I was exhausted, so didn't get to stay up very, very long. I think I was in bed before 9:30. My dad was hanging out with my brother-in-law. No idea how long they stayed up, don't care. Went to bed, exhausted. So it is just gone 7 now. Scott and I are doing some last-minute food runs for Zayres for kind of our lunch today, tomorrow, and the s'mores for the wedding. So we're gonna see how that goes. It's chilly. Those fall nights are really ramping up. So I've got my jean jacket. This is the last day I can wear my engaged shirt. It will be retired after today, which is obviously exciting, but it's just so comfy. So are you trying to freeze? Oh, look, are you trying to freeze me to death? Anyways, Boston is getting her nails done this morning. The girls are getting their nails done this morning. They're gonna be up. The girls are already up. Boston and her husband will be up in a little bit. It's just very exciting. It's very exciting.
I do have some sad news that the family dog Buddy passed away yesterday, which is a bummer because he was the only dog that was invited to the wedding because he just doesn't give a crap about everybody else. Just kind of like chills and does his own thing. So it was very disappointing to hear that. Scott was very cute. He tried to soften the blow by going, "Did you know the Queen died?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know the Queen died because I got a few royal watchers and Brits at school." And then he's like, "On less nice notes," he's like, "Buddy died." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "I tried to be gentle." I'm like, "You know what?" I'm like, "For you, that's pretty gentle." I'm like, I'm okay with that. So I don't think it's really sunk in. People reached out to me last night from Instagram and I was like, I think I'm just so overstimulated with everything else that it hasn't really sunk in. I'm not gonna dwell on it. I'm gonna think of all the good times and imagine him there. And I will check in a bit. All right, everyone's here. The place is popping. Oops, the place is popping right now. And I'm gonna walk you guys to the tent. A leaf just fell off a tree, fall's here, and we haven't set it up yet. We might change the layout once we have it out, because to be honest, I have zero spatial awareness. It's not my thing, and I'm not sure how it's gonna lay out. So, are you guys ready to see my tent? Whee! All right, so this is our tent, and what you can't tell right now because of the lighting is our roof is clear. And I'm so excited. And now you can hear my echo. Right now it's really dappled because we're still in shade, but when I got here last night, when it was late enough, Scott brought me out and I stood in here when he turned on the lights, and they're literally like the same lights that we have strung through the driveway. And it just looked really, really nice. And of course, because the roof is clear, the light kind of helps to bounce off of that. It doesn't just go through it. And I'm so excited. So this is our current arrangement. So we have the harvest tables, which are actually a little smaller than I thought they were. So it's gonna be interesting to see how we pull that off with 8 of us. Yeah, there is a possibility that it becomes more of a sweetheart table, which I don't really want. I really do want it to be a head table, but we gotta kind of work with what we're able to. So if everyone feels cramped and squished and we have space for tables, I don't think we do, because like the way I did tables, there isn't really extra. But we got our dance floor down. That is, oh, you can barely see it. There is a bar over here. Obviously, this is not where it's going to be, but this is the back of the bar. And I was told it's like an LED one, so I don't know if there's lights or something in it. Not that I feel like I'm gonna do that. But, oh, there's the sun. But yeah, so we've got the side panels that also have an open view. But yeah, so this is it. But we will have our outdoor grill here, and then we have the carport as a food prep station. I'm just so excited. Oh, that branch tried to fall down. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just dead. It's fall. Leaves are falling. That's fine. Later today, there will be toilets there. Very expensive toilets. I think I've mentioned it on here. The hullabaloo. Look up. You can see the light strand. It goes all the way to the end of the driveway there, and all the way to the front down there. A little blurry. But we have our bonfire pit. So my father-in-law had a few of these big logs, so he jacked this one up with them. Did the same thing over there. We cleaned out the bonfire pit. They also topped up with a bunch of new sand, so fresh sand. Fresh sand makes everything better. Scott and I got all of the s'more stuff this morning. Like, we did a DIY version because like the boxed ones, you just don't get enough. And not that we anticipate that many people having s'mores, but I don't want to like run out or like have to faff, so don't ask me how I'm presenting them yet, because the answer is I'm not sure. And then we got some tiki lights to put up. We were gonna move the patio furniture from the front deck tomorrow to this open green area. And then there was some thoughts of like keeping it up there, so if people really need to get away from the music, they can. but I don't know. I haven't figured out how I felt about that yet. And then we have some mums. Scott's mum picked up some mums. All right, so we've got some purple and some yellow and some white, and they have a couple of more decorative planters. So we gotta space those up around the property. Rob, my father-in-law, has like trimmed all of the grass, everything's cut. They're working on the rehearsal dinner stuff now because my in-laws and one of my sister-in-laws is also helping to do it, and I know nothing about it. I was told it was a secret. All I asked was, can I have some decor stuff? I was told yes, so I have a little balloon arch that I'm gonna build later today. I really do need to shower so that I can let my hair do its thing before styling it for tonight. I gotta drop off my license to my officiant. She actually lives in the area, which is pretty cool, and she's coming back from her cottage, which is even farther north, which is really funny. So there's that. We got some doggos running around. My dad's gone and hid somewhere quiet so he can practice his speech. Scott and I still have to write our vows. So that's a thing. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier. I may have. My brain is a little addled. I'm now in my full white outfit, and again, last day of this shirt. I have to prep a few things for tonight, but Boston's gonna help me when she gets up here. She is now en route. Her and Hubs are on the way, and yeah, it's one of those things everyone's like, what do we need to do? I'm like, I don't know at this point. I don't know anymore. I don't think there's really that much, and at this point, like, we've had some family and friends who have come ill or become ill and aren't able to attend anymore, and honestly, I'd rather people be happy and healthy than trying to put themselves through that and become sick, or even worse, like get anyone else sick. So yep, numbers are dwindling a little bit, but it's still gonna be fantastic, and I'm actually genuinely surprised at how chilled I am right now. So I just got the girls' gift all organized, realized that I didn't get any like pretty boxes, so shame on me. Maybe I'll have to do that later, I don't know, or just like, here's a present, because everyone likes presents. So I'm gonna get that organized. I kind of want to do all 4 of them at once, but I also kind of want to do like the sisters and me together, and then obviously my maid of honor with me. So they're kind of busy, so I'm kind of like, how do I sneak away or just kind of hand it to them where it's still special, not like rushed. But yeah, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea because I had some Starbucks this morning, but I need a little more something. And then later today, or probably tomorrow morning, all the vehicles will be gone from the driveway. So as you can see, it's a very long driveway. And we have all these vehicles. There's actually more vehicles that are here. Just guys are all getting their hair and beards trimmed right now, so they're gonna look fantastic. Scott's actually gonna keep a goatee. I'm sure his mom's gonna make him shave it off. But I figured if I can get the barber to trim it up nicely, and we can see what it actually looks like. Yeah, here's some dog moments. Hi, Coda. Hello, handsome boy. Hello. Hi, baby. Hello. Little camera. Boop. I forgot my vlog camera inside. My hair is doing some wild, crazy things, but we are doing a little bit of setup. My caterer is going to do the bulk of the setup, but I wanted to kind of hammer out what I wanted because I haven't actually had things laid out yet. So we already made a couple of tweaks, but yeah, we've got our back tablecloths. We had to change our head table arrangement, but this actually looks so bomb, so I'm okay with it. But a little sneaky peeky. And then we've got all like the cups and glasses and plates and cutlery and all that jazz. And Scott helped me bring some things out. I have to do my little like log lantern display, which is like, it's a lantern display, but it's also our in memorial setup. So I gotta go get a few more things from the cottage.
Our arbor is about to arrive. I'm super stoked, and I was actually surprised that our family friend Steve actually added flowers to our arbor, which I wasn't expecting because I was originally paying for a florist to do them. My bouquet is en route, or like almost en route, so that's very exciting. There was a hiccup with our photographers this morning with timing. The timing somehow moved 30 minutes, which I have no idea how it did that, because literally every talk that we had, every conversation, every confirmation was for 11 to 9, and now it's 11:30 to 9:30, which like might not sound like much, but that half an hour screws a lot of things up. So I reached out to my head photographer who actually did my engagement shoot, and he was going to try and fix it and figure it out. Ooh. Oh, I thought my arbor was here. No, it's just Scott. So I will check in a bit. Little sneak peek. We are about to do the father-daughter reveal, and I had to hide back in our bedroom because my dad was walking up. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do some bridesmaid shots and all that stuff. We're a little bit behind schedule. Catering also kind of, something happened and I don't know, and so I'm just trying to relax. Just put my perfume on, my his and her, well, he hasn't put his on yet, but I have my perfume. And I've got my jewelry. Whoops. Okay, I got my jewelry. Oh, I'm so excited.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles and fall down at your door.
Alright everyone, that is a wrap. Present day Sydney here, and that was what I could compile by myself leading up to the wedding. And I know it wasn't really shown in the video, so I will show that I am in fact married. I got the rings to prove it. I will have the vendor video up that I mentioned previously in my earlier videos for Wedding Wednesdays to discuss and critique and review everyone that I've worked with, and I am very excited to share a number of the companies with you. I will also be sharing what my wedding day makeup ended up being. I was gonna try and film that before when I was doing like a trial of my look, and then I realized that I didn't have time. I also have a review coming on my Revlon waiver because I've been loving that. So if there's any other videos that you'd like to see on my channel, please let me know in the comments down below. You can also hit me up on Instagram. I will slowly be sharing photos from the wedding over there. I will be having a little wedding highlight that I will post. I will be sharing all of my thoughts on the wedding and all of my review in another video coming soon, and then I'll get back to potentially weekly vlogs. I was enjoying them for a while, and then I wasn't really doing anything, so I felt like they were kind of boring. So let me know if you like the vlogs. Let me know if the boring vlogs are things that you still enjoy. I know that I really enjoy watching people's daily lives and things like that, but I would love to know what you think, and I'm definitely excited to get back onto the beauty and fashion train, because there's a lot of makeup palettes that I rediscovered recently in preparing for my wedding and doing my friend's wedding makeup that I definitely want to get my hands on and play around with. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. Also, bonus points if you hit the notification bell down below so that you know when I have new videos posted. I would like to stick to a particular day, and I'm still kind of figuring out which one I like the most. I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to head on over to my Instagram for more, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya!